when I was introduced to wifeability, that's how I met Adrian. My understanding of wifeability was to have a healthy marriage, to try to keep your marriage intact. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm doing a good thing by trying to keep this marriage intact, but he wasn't trying to keep it intact. He was, like Adrian said, a textbook narcissist. Nothing was ever his fault. Everything was my fault. And it was the same thing every time. It wasn't that I didn't cook or I didn't clean or I didn't sex him. It wasn't none of that. It was, he just been told me I couldn't communicate. And if I can't do nothing else, I can talk.
Well, not today, sugar, but go ahead.
I won't, but so I remember when I used to call Adrian and, pay the little money that you have to pay her to talk to her. And everything. That was way back then. Her advice wasn't free.
Well, it ought not be. It ought not be.
I mean, and it was okay. I needed it. And I was willing to pay. And one night we were talking and she asked to talk to him. I did. Do you remember talking to him? I remember talking to him. And I got back on the phone. She said, "Sugar, it ain't it's over. It ain't working." She said, "That man is so set in his ways and he don't even want to hear it. He don't even see his errors, his faults, his whatever. He does. She said, so, so I mean, she still worked with me. She listened to me and everything, and just like when I did the counseling with Mel, they both told me.
Done. I said, when you went back, I said, no, Mel, get your girl, because I can't.
So, and then once I was out of the situation, so I'm separated now. COVID is keeping the divorce from being final as soon as it should be. But anyway, we was prayed on yesterday. It's coming. So both of them said the same thing. We was just waiting on you. I was sitting there listening to you, and you sound so crazy. But you apparently sounded good to yourself, so we just let you talk. Mama Cora talked to me on that retreat. On that back porch. I realized that I loved him more than I loved myself. And that was a problem. You can't love something or someone else more than you love yourself. And once I realized that, I actually made a move. I moved. I told him one day, this is it. I just don't want to do it no more. And within a month, I had moved out. I had just had enough. Just as much energy that I put in trying to make it work, I put that same energy into it getting out.
Keep that
same energy getting out. And I tried so hard to make it work because my mom was my model, how she treated my dad. And even though he did whatever he did, they had whatever they had, whatever, but I still saw the way she took care of him. And I said, well, if I take care of my husband like my mama took care of my dad, maybe I'll have a chance. And then I kept trying marriages. That was my third one.
Say it. Tell the people.
Okay, that was my third one. But I kept trying because my great grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother, once they all divorced their husbands, they never got married again. So I'm looking at it in a different way. I'm looking at it as a generational curse.
Come on.
And I'm determined. I'm gonna break this curse. I'm gonna break this curse. It wasn't a curse. It was a blessing. Them women knew what they wanted and what they didn't want. And apparently what they didn't want was a husband.
Not that one.
No, not a toxic one. So what I would, my takeaway for whoever is going through a situation like that, just love yourself. You have to love yourself. And because we as women, we constantly give of ourselves. We're natural born nurturers. Yeah. So we give and we give and we give. And if you have somebody that's just taking, if you don't have a cutoff point, they're going to use you up.